What's your name, sir?
Chris.
Chris. Take that from me. I'm Jose, okay? Have a beautiful day, all right?
Thank you.
Okay. You gonna cry? You're not faking it. You really crying?
No, nobody gives me nothing.
You serious?
Yes, I just stay here. I stay here day and night.
Nobody helps you?
No.
Yeah, but they're too tight. I got you some nice pants.
Oh, thank you.
Okay,
I've been wearing these
I got you, my man. I understand.
Hell, I've been wearing these for over a year.
For over a year?
Over a year.
Here's a t-shirt. I don't know if it fits you better. I know the one you're wearing is kind of big. And this one's another t-shirt. You want a hat? Well, you got some. I mean, I wish I could do more. That's all I can do, my man.
No, that's good enough.
All right. Have a beautiful day, all right? Have a beautiful day. Welcome back to our channel. On today's video, I'm going to narrate to you my experience going panhandling in Bradenton, Florida. I went out there on the streets, I picked up a sign, and I started to panhandle to understand what it's like to be a homeless person panhandling on the streets. And all the money that I got, I gave it to the homeless people that were already panhandling there. This gentleman here in the yellow was one of the people that helped me and taught me the proper way to panhandle. The first person that gave us something was this young man in this red pickup truck. As you can see, he got out and he offered us all water, which was really awesome. I had originally uploaded this video in its raw content, but a lot of people were trying to take it out of context. So I'm going to narrate the video so you guys can understand the experience, which was really the goal of the video anyways. So I want you guys to understand that this was a video I uploaded in its raw context. And in today's world, that's apparently a little bit more than some simple-minded people can handle. So here we are again having to narrate the video because I'm not going to not have my video on the internet. I spent an entire day out there doing one of the most humiliating things I've ever done in my life to bring you guys real content, to have people come and try to trash talk my work, or to completely take what I was doing out of context to make me look like this evil, horrendous person. These people are on the streets. They have nothing to lose. If I really was doing something offensive to the homeless people, they would handle this crap on the spot. And on the contrary, I made friends. I met people that when they see me on the street again, they're going to say hello to me. So the whole taking this thing out of context situation on the original video. All right, so let's talk to some of the people I met while I did this video. This was a woman who was homeless. She was out there, but she was very nice and courteous. Let's have a little shot with her. What's your name?
Jenny.
I'm Jose.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, ma'am. I'm a YouTuber, and I do videos interviewing homeless people, but I want to try panhandling for the first time. I'm so embarrassed. I feel like my face is red.
Well, I don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't do it at all.
I get you. Are you homeless?
Yeah.
How do you end up homeless? Just long.
It's a long story. Yeah,
I got you. Long story. Are you doing okay though? You feel happy either way? I mean, I'm
okay. I just right now I have a hernia and I'm in a lot of pain. Like I need to go to the hospital, but I don't want to.
Could you go in there without insurance? They're not even gonna take care of you, probably, will they?
I got insurance.
You got insurance?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't have insurance. You got insurance? Oh, you ahead of me. I'm not homeless, but I don't have insurance.
I had it.
You ahead of me. See, look at that. I think a lot of the people that were commenting on this video, perhaps they don't live in Florida. They don't understand the way we interact with each other here. I could understand how like somebody watching this video from Alabama would just have a huge problem with what I'm doing. But you have to understand, this is Bradenton, Florida. Like, we have a way of dealing with each other here that isn't the way people in other places deal. For example, in this scenario here, you can see they're laughing. They're both smiling. You know, this is not a aggressive interaction. However, the people on the comment section said that I was almost robbing those people. Of course, you can see by their body language, their demeanor, that they were laughing, aware that it was a comedic, it wasn't like a real thing. Like, they could tell I'm wearing a giant cowboy hat. I have a giant GoPro on my chest. The homeless people are laughing. They were laughing. I was laughing. Everybody here kind of understood that this, like, see his expression. This is a nice, calm. And a lot of times people that watch these videos, I don't know if they live in a part of the country where they don't have panhandling, they don't really understand what's going on, but they wanted to put this video in the context of me being super aggressive and scary. But if you look at the way people were reacting to me, everybody had smiles on their faces. It wasn't this horrendous thing. If you read the comments, you'd think I was like just wildly doing, some crazy unacceptable thing. You can see the people here, they're already laughing. So it wasn't like the reaction that I got from the people on the ground. The homeless people were having a good time. The people in the cars were having a good time. This wasn't this horrendous thing that if you read the comment section, oh, you're strong arming people or something, get the crap out of here, bro. Look, they're cracking up. They laughed hard. They loved the fact that my sign said nothing on it. They all understood it was a comical thing, and everybody on the ground had a good time. But then you put it on the internet, and all the stupid idiots come out. My interaction with the blue car and with this Jeep is really what got people typing. But if you look at their facial expressions and the way they reacted, they actually had a great time during the experience. It wasn't a violent, scary situation for them, like it said in the comment section.
You look, now you made eye contact. You gotta give me money now.
This interaction possibly was the worst one, where the people in the car did not want to be bothered with my begging, and they pretty much non-verbally let me know to get away, and I backed off like immediately. You can see me backing off slowly, like, hey, I'm sorry, I apologized, and then we just kept it moving. So there was that scenario, but nobody commented on that. They wanted to comment on the stuff that made me look the worst. They want me to look bad because I'm this evil, horrendous person that's out there doing horrendous things, right? But they forget to mention that I used my video as an opportunity to give back to the community in so many different ways, to so many people that were somewhat needy. That is what they won't say in the comment section. They'll say all the little things you did wrong. If you said one word wrong, they'll eat you up for anything that even appears wrong. They'll take it out of context. But what they don't do is show that the fact that you made a video, and the sole purpose of the video was to go out there, encourage the people that are on the street, kind of relate to them a little bit better, help them a little bit, They don't see that aspect of what you're doing. They don't see the fact that the homeless people were happy, the people in the car had a great time, the people that were, begging from kind of cracked up. Everybody in this scenario, like, it was a great real life experience until it hit the internet. Then you become this horrible monster, this law-breaking, violent criminal in the comment section. But in reality, this whole video was simply about giving back to people. The video was actually not about me being aggressive. The video was about empathy, about helping people that are in need, about just relating to the experiences, the embarrassments that other people go through as their lives are on the streets, and helping them with the things they need. This individual here told me he needed pull-ups. Now, I've never heard that term before, just verbally, I've never heard it. And he was trying to tell me that he needed that item. Now, I understood he needed pants, so I actually went to the store and bought him a pair of pants and a t-shirt because I didn't understand what he was actually asking me for. His language was kind of a little difficult to understand, so we miscommunicated. But the intention was there to help the guy. So let me show you guys how that interaction went. And then I actually went to the store, which was a good drive away, and bought him some clothing items to try to help him. Unfortunately, what he actually needed, I didn't understand, so I didn't get him the exact things he needed, but at least the intention to help was there. And sometimes that in itself means a lot to somebody who's hopeless on the streets. One thing that angers me about the homeless situation is how there's people like this gentleman who are clearly disabled, clearly have ailments, and those people are not able to get help that they need from people like me and you, because there's so many people on the street pretending like they're the ones who actually need this money. And I do want to be honest with my opinion about panhandling. When I did it on this day, it was possibly one of the most embarrassing things I ever did in my whole life. And I wasn't even able to get myself around the notion of pretending like I needed help. It turned into like a comedical thing for me because I just couldn't get around to actually begging. So despite the fact that I physically got out there with a sign and approached vehicles, the notion of pretending like I needed help, I couldn't get around to it. And perhaps that is what made me turn the video into kind of like a comedy thing, because I was so nervous and uncomfortable with the experience that I just couldn't get around to it. Ironically enough, one of the people who saw me doing the begging thing on the street She was actually inside the store in line in front of me, and me and her had a conversation, and she really understood what I was doing and appreciated it, and she subscribed to our channel. So one of the people in the cars actually noticed what I was doing, and we saw each other later in the day, and she was really like happy. Like, she genuinely understood and appreciated the work we were doing. And I think the vast majority of people understand the work that I'm doing. It's just those individuals that for some reason have a problem with it, and they want to start making all these types of accusations or taking what you're doing out of context. And I cannot allow that on my channel. My wife is a realtor. I'm a professional YouTuber who makes a crap load of money. I have over 100,000 subscribers. I live in freaking Lakewood Ranch. You have to address me with respect. I am a humble dude, and I have no problem doing things like this that are completely humiliating. But at the same time, you have to give me my respect, because I'm not going to allow people to come down to my platform and make me look a certain way out of context, because it's my platform. I created this platform so that I could help people, yet I have people here taking me out of context and what I'm doing. Like, no, like most smart, educated people can see through all that context and understand what's really the message of the video, which was, one, humility, and humiliating myself, because believe me, this was absolutely the most embarrassing thing I've ever done, and even till now it kind of bothers me as I'm talking to you about it. You know, humility for one, and then empathy is another aspect of this video. And this was an awkward topic. I want to say too that I feel even more embarrassed by the fact that I got the person, what he asked me for was pull-ups, and I didn't understand it. I thought he meant pants, so I got him that. And that just made the video even more awkward, that I offered the guy help and then brought him the wrong thing. But like, good intentions are there. There's no malignant intention in this video. In fact, you know, by humiliating myself, I make myself more relatable to the people that are actually going through these things. But of course, anything you put on the internet, it's just going to become a freaking game to people that are sitting at home high or drunk and have nothing better or decent to say about what you're doing. Guys, we have to understand the difference between somebody who's an addict and pretending like he needs help on the streets to get money for their addiction, and somebody like this gentleman here who's out there disabled, has nowhere to sleep, nobody helps him, everybody judges him when they drive past, yet here's somebody who's a real person who literally almost cried when I offered him help and when I gave him the things he needed. He was just so thankful and so appreciative of what I did for him. This dude was just genuinely, literally in tears because of the fact that I approached him and helped him, which goes to show that not enough people are doing that. And one of the things that I want to bring to you guys is awareness. And on this topic, I don't care what your opinion is, because this is my opinion and I have the right to say it. I think the vast majority of these people that are panhandling ain't worth crap. Begging and panhandling is reserved for people like this guy in the wheelchair who have physical disabilities, nobody to help them. Those are the people that should be out there asking for help. But because of all of these scumbags who are mostly drug addict piece of craps who've done nothing with their lives, those people make it illegal to panhandle in our municipality because they're out there trying to get money for their addiction. And now, because of those people that are out there panhandling so they can have money for their addiction because they don't want to work, not even for their own addictions, the real people that are disabled are not able to get the help that they need because most of us are afraid, or the municipalities have to make it illegal. And we've already even had people die in the city streets here of Bradenton while panhandling, because it is dangerous to be out there on the road. And there are people out there that are mentally disabled, they need the help. You have people who are going through a sprout of depression, they need that help, and that depression may take them to substance abuse. I'm not sure, I'm not judging people, but I am aware that that is something that's reserved not for the average person like me and you. That's something that's reserved for people who definitely and absolutely need it. And when people go out there and they do that, when they're not really qualified to be out there panhandling, they actually make it harder for the people who really need that help, like people that are mentally disabled, elderly, without income. And you know what? When I interview those people on my channel that are homeless, even they tell you, don't feel sorry for me, I'm a piece of crap. How many people have I interviewed who admit to having an addiction or will admit that what they're doing is wrong and they know it's wrong, and you shouldn't feel any type of empathy for them. A lot of the people that I've interviewed on my channel will tell you that. The homeless people that I interview, even they themselves will tell you that that is wrong. So people try to take the side of defending the people that are out there begging when they don't even have a reason to be there. It's wrong. Be thankful that you're able to go to the store and get the things you need every night and have a place to sleep.